Hi guys. So what I'm doing here is a little sequence to help build your strength and flexibility in preparation for headstand, and I'm also going to show you how to safely come into it, one way of coming into it anyway. Headstand is not for beginners, so if you haven't done it before, wait until we're back mixing again and you can have a teacher, a qualified teacher, spot you and assist you. But if you've done it, this video is to help you remember how to come into it, just a little reminder, and it's also for everybody to learn to align the body, build a little bit of strength and the necessary flexibility to do a nice headstand. So here we go. We'll come on to the mat to begin with, lying on our back, because the first thing that we need to hold a decent inversion is a little bit of core strength. So I'm going to do a couple of little core strengtheners. Any core strengtheners that you're used to from class will work. Today we're going to do this particular toe tap and leg raises. So lying on your back, you tilt your pelvis back so that your lower back is on the floor. Raise one leg so your knee is right above your hip and your foot straight out in front of that. Bring the other leg up to match and keep a little gap between your knees, about the width of your fist. Now take a nice breath in. As you breathe out, move your right leg away, just touching the toes to the floor, and then breathe in, bring it back up. And then we swap, exhale, left leg. Inhale, it comes up, and we keep it going. We're going to do about 5 rounds. Exhale as the leg comes down, back up, inhale. Keeping length in the back of your neck, and trying to keep the lower back on the floor all the time. So you'll feel it's your deep abdominal muscles that really have to kick in here to support that movement. So one more time on each side. We'll exhale, inhale up, and exhale the left leg. You could obviously do a whole load more of those to build your strength a little better. We're going to extend the legs up to the sky now if we can. As we exhale, let the right leg move away, keeping it straight, just hovering it above the floor. Breathe in, bring it back up. Breathe out and let the left leg scissors away. Now, I don't find these as bad as the other ones. Keep it going. Exhale, let the right leg come down. And breathe in, we bring it back up. Keep switching legs, keep your lower back on the floor. But I think the reason is that my hamstrings are reasonably flexible. If your hamstrings are a little tight, you're probably going to find this more challenging. But the benefit is that it's giving a little stretch to the back of the legs, which is something that we want to do here. So you can feel free to stick with the first ones, do a few more rounds of that, or a few of these, a bit of both. Do one more on each side. Exhale. Bring it back up. And exhale the left leg away. So inhale, take it back up. Now, let's exhale and let the left leg move away again. And let it come down to the floor. Hold the back of your right leg. Alright, so for me this is fine. Holding the back of the leg works. I know that's not for every hamstring. So if it's too much, bend your left leg and that'll give you a little more movement into the right. Okay? You can also do this with a belt around your foot, or if you can reach it, link your first 2 fingers and thumb around your big toe, stretch your left leg out long, and take a little time here. So for the purposes of the video, I'm not spending too long on any of this. Get to know the sequence and spend a little longer yourself. Let's let that go. Bring the other leg up, and we'll swap it, let the right leg come down. So again, maybe even to start with, let the right knee bend, hold the back of your left leg, and you can work here. Breathe, focus on that breath. Interlace the fingers around the big toe or put the belt around the foot. And if you can, you lengthen the right leg away. Now with all of these, the whole thing is to exhale and try to relax some of the holding on. Okay, so as we breathe in, think about leveling the hips, moving the left hip down in line with the right. And as we exhale, the left shoulder gets heavy, the leg draws in a little bit. I mean, we could spend a long time on the little details and alignment here. Main one being your breathing. Alright, we're going to let the other leg come up. And then bend the knees and draw it in. A little rock. And then we're going to roll ourselves over to the side and come over onto all fours. So this is to work on plank. Another little bit of core strengthening. But for plank, we're going to come down onto our forearms, interlace your fingers, elbows on the floor, stretch one leg back and then the other. Now really push back through your heels. Feel your legs really active, your hips in line between your shoulders and your heels. Breathe and stay with it for a moment. And then we're going to turn it into dolphin. You walk your feet forwards towards your elbows. Okay, lifting your hips up high. Again, you could stay here, another nice one for the flexibility of your hamstrings, pushing your hips up and back just like you would in downward dog. But now, we're going to build a little bit of strength in the shoulders as well. So we breathe in and we look forwards, keeping that core strength, lifting through the lower belly, move forwards. Breathe out and push back. Try at least 5, building it up. Exhale as we push back. So we breathe in and we move forwards. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. If reversing that breath works better for you, do it. Just breathe. Make sure that one or the other is an inhale or exhale. Now come down onto the knees and rest in child's pose. So what you have there is the build-up. Those are the basics, suitable for everyone. Core strengthening, loosening out the back of the hamstrings, back of the legs and building the shoulder strength in dolphin. Dolphin is a brilliant preparation for headstand. If you're ready to move on, if you practiced headstand before, we're going to go for it. So to set it up, you interlace your fingers loosely. They're going to go, the hands around the head, elbows on the floor, making like a triangle with your arms. The very top of your head comes to the floor and down between the hands. So I'm going to try to talk through it as I go. So this is my favorite way, not the only way, to come into headstand. Set up that triangle with your arms, interlace your fingers loosely. Head down on the floor, back of the head into the hands. Tuck your toes and walk in. Now walk in as much as you can. Get your hips above your shoulders. Okay, there's your hamstring flexibility. Lift one leg. And then reach through that top leg so that the bottom leg starts to lift up and comes to join the top leg. I know that looks easy. It takes so much practice, I know. So keep breathing. Working on your balance here. Core strength, holding you strong. Reaching through your legs. Now when it's time to come down, and never overstay your welcome in headstand, one leg comes down slowly, top leg reaching up. There we go. Down we come. So knees on the floor and always straight into child's pose. Don't rush up. Breathe. I would take as long in child's pose as I spent in headstand. One way of doing it. Okay. Please let me know if you have any questions. Please get in touch. As I said, it's not a beginner sequence, but the build-up is. So feel free to work on that. Build the strength, build your confidence. And then when we meet again, we can go through it in person. Okay? Namaste.